Hey, 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 what's going on? What's going on? It is Dirty Birds Thursdays, but we got a special show for y'all today. And before we get into it, I want to hey, give my props up to Ms Maggie Fontenot right here, right above me. You already know she's the one running the flagship right now. And before we get
Yeah,
to
yeah.
that, got my brother, the deacon himself of the fence. We got for the home team, Blackberry Lorex. What's going on, people?
What's going on?
Home team.
Going home team. It's been a minute. Y'all had to come in and put my clock in today because we short some staff. That's okay. That's what we do over here in AFN. I know we're a little late. We're a little late today, but that's all right. Sometimes we gotta be on that CP time to get things together. But we here. Nonetheless, we here. Dirty Bird Thursday is still in effect today. What's up, chat? What's up, chat?
I'm gonna blame it on Dirk Cutter.
Going on,
Dirk,
home team.
I'm
You
just gonna
blame
blame
everything on Dirk.
Dirk. Hey, it's his fault.
Oh,
Oh man,
Somebody phone stuck in the crack of the seat. It's Dirt Cutter fault.
oh
If
yeah,
they
that's
had
it.
won.
That's it.
absolutely.
That's it.
He did. He did it. He did it.
Well, you know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead. I'm gonna do the roll call. Oh, we got a couple people up in here. Okay, okay.
In the lobby waiting, like where
I,
they at?
hey, we got to get these people what they want here. Let's start them off here. We got Joseph Thornton. We got Raymond Elder. What's going on? ATL Leo. We got Michael Walker. Not that Michael Walker. All right. We got Terry Ocean Boy Martin Jr. Hey, we got Queen Asia. Asia, what's going on? How you doing? We got Millie Mills.
Hey girl.
Coach Unchained. What's going on, Coach? We got D. Coleman, Brian Peoples. We got Carrie. What's going on, Carrie? We got Pamela. Hey, RC, the plane builder. What's up? We got Jamarius. What's going on? Toxic Falcon, Lowski, Mucho Grundy, D. Sloan, Kevin Henderson, and we're going to get one more out, Bubba Gump. All right, all right. Listen, like I said, we'll get you guys, get the rest of you guys later. We want to go ahead and jump into the topics this evening.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we got this right here. There we go. Thoughts
Really?
on Ridley Marlowe trade. You know what? Since this is a special show, Miss Maggie, what are your thoughts on this trade?
Well, you know what? I mean, kind of what I said about Calvin Ridley. Hold on, I got the boss calling me real quick, y'all. Give me a 1 second here. Let y'all hold that on that note. Go ahead, Blackberry.
Well, I don't feel as you know I guess I'm not as excited as a lot of our contemporaries about the Ridley trade.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Ridley trade. I expected the Ridley trade. I don't know if I expected it to happen at the trade deadline. I thought it was something maybe we would do in the next off season.
Yeah.
So it was surprising to see that they got that trade done
Hmm.
during this season. Um, it got a lot of conditions in it. I know it's for 2024. What is it? Fifth round pick or fourth
Yeah.
round pick,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
in 2023 fifth round or that fourth round pick got conditions with it. Um, it could possibly turn into a second round pick for us if they sign Ridley after the 2020 during for the 2023 season, or is it the 2024 season? After the
Uh,
2023 season.
I believe so. I think it starts out at the fifth round. Then I believe it goes into something like if he, plays or stays, something like that. It goes to a fourth round, and then if they sign him, then I think it jumps from that
To
to like
a second
a
round.
second round pick. Yeah. So it's almost like a progression thing, I guess, to see where he's not going to get on the team, play a couple games, and then bail out.
Yeah, or he doesn't face legal actions or to where he doesn't play, well, he can't play, or
Right.
even though I don't think it's no real legal actions against Ridley, because it's not. He didn't break no law. He just broke NFL guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I guess it's to see like is he gonna have the mindset when he get to Jacksonville to be a part of the team if he gonna be a good teammate, if he's gonna be productive on the field, if he can be what he was here in Atlanta or then some. So those conditions are what they are for the trade. Listen, I know everybody. It's a lot of people that's real happy to see he gone. That's fine. I don't mind. Seeing people have these reactions. I know Big Sam, OG Sam, and I know LT and all them. They real. They was very live about it. For me, it's listen. I'm not gonna ignore his skill set and his talent.
Mm-hmm.
With the right mindset, that guy is gonna be phenomenal. Calvin Ridley has the potential to be a phenomenal receiver in this league. What he did during his injury, putting the bets on the Falcons to beat Jacksonville. He shouldn't have did it. It was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. It was dumb. It was a dumb thing to do. It might not be illegal by law, and you might have been well within your personal rights to do that, Calvin. But you knew that you shouldn't have been doing that according to the people you work for's guidelines and rules.
Mm-hmm.
When we go to work, we can't do whatever the hell we want to do at work. We got to work within the guidelines that's in place. We might not like it. We might think it's unfair, but it is what it is. Just like taking your damn helmet off in the field of play when you ain't supposed to. It might be a dumb rule. I mean, in a way, it's not really dumb. It's for your safety, for one.
Yeah.
So it's not really a dumb rule. But don't do it. It's simple as that. Why are you putting bets on? I definitely don't. I'm not vouching for him. I'm not trying to take up for his actions. They was definitely wrong. Okay. And he should have. He deserved his punishment. It's other guys in the league right now who done did a lot worse. That's still playing football.
Oh, absolutely.
Who deserve an even worse punishment, but that's a conversation for a whole nother day.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna get all into that because I can go on and on all night about that shit.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Big Eye Food. Hold on, Big Eye Food.
I mean, all I heard was shit. Hey, some shit going down. I like to be somewhere near.
But you got the face for the word.
Yeah. I was like this.
He was like
that. Like Roger Rabbit, Roger Rabbit eyes.
Hey, shit going down. I'm right there.
Oh, man. What?
Man. But just I wish the best of luck for Calvin Ridley. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If he get his mindset right, get the right people around him, because it should have been somebody in his camp saying, Calvin, that's stupid, don't do that. But
right.
Get the right people around you, Calvin. Stop doing stupid shit. Get your mindset right. And I hope he is valuable for Jacksonville or for whoever else that he ends up playing with for the rest of his career.
My thing is, the way I feel about that whole situation about gambling. And from what when we talk to these former players, Shannon Sharp, everybody that talks about, just like how you go to a job and all the safety rules posted up everywhere.
OSHA.
Sir, it's according to these football players, it's in every locker room, it's everywhere you gotta be. And I'm pretty sure the meeting starts off, don't gamble. So it's like there's no excuse for Calvin Ridley for what he did. You know, and then of course doing it under your own profile, dude. You could have had an alias and got another, you know what I'm saying? You could have been smart with it, but you wanted to do it on your own device and everything else. So I don't feel sorry for what he did. But at the same time, the trade, I didn't expect it to happen now. But at the same time, I didn't expect Calvin Ridley to be an Atlanta Falcon next season. I didn't see it. So it's like I knew it eventually because we was already in the talks of getting rid of him before all the craziness. So they had to pause the negotiation talks. But I'm the one not saying, rah, rah, whoop, 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 and all that. It's like it was bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like talk bad about him and all that. He's still a good player, despite what he did for the Falcons. Of course, he walked out on us. He let us down and everything else. Okay, yeah, we're gonna make an example out of you, Calvin Ridley. Then we're gonna get rid of you. But the same, but I'm not gonna say that he's not gonna go to another team because he's not hurt. Ain't nothing wrong with him. I've been seeing him get physically ready to go, so he can be a good asset to another team. And we're gonna see, Calvin Ridley in the new, on the stats and things like that, doing this thing over there because now you got something to prove at this point. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, look, we just won that trade ourselves because.
Oh yeah.
Look at what was going to be going on next year. So at the end of the day,
we're
good. We good.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
What's your take on it, Mike? Because I'm not gonna be as kind, but I'm gonna try to keep it.
And you think Mike gonna be even any more kinder about it?
I know.
Maggie,
I know. I can see Mike ready to slap somebody with an ice cube.
With an ice cube.
A big ice cube. One of them truck size ice cubes.
But I like what somebody said. It said it looks like he was just saying, I don't want to be here. And that's how I look at it. Even though he was betting for us to win all this kind of BS, but haven't really wasn't ready for that number one receiver role.
I'm gonna say this. I know there are certain words growing up that my mama didn't like me saying. fuck you. I ain't doing that bullshit. Hoes. I love hoes. Give me some of that ass. Like all those words. Like I know what I'm not supposed to say. I know what I'm not supposed to say. Even on YouTube, I know there are certain things that I can't say, and I can't talk about certain individuals that was in the White House or I get demonetized. Like I know certain words that I can't say, but I choose not to give a fuck. Now that's Calvin Ridley. He chose not to give a fuck. He knew what the hell he was doing. You know your dumb ass needs. You know damn well if you're a player, you shouldn't be gambling on any damn thing. And everybody knows that.
How long has Calvin really been in the league? Let's ask that question.
That man been in the league. What, 4 years? 5 years. Man, come on, bro. Like,
ain't no way in the world. Oh, I didn't know.
Long enough to know better.
He pulled an old Florida NIGGA move.
Yeah.
All right, that's all. He just didn't give a damn. Okay, he didn't care.
Straight from the field.
And he deserved everything he get. With that being said, what Maggie was saying, he's a wonderful player, terrific player, fits any and every scheme that you could quite possibly come up with. But that dumb up, he knew what the hell he was doing. Like, come on, man, ain't nobody that dumb. I know damn well. Look, I know if I'm gambling, especially on a parlay bet, and I'm an NFL player. What Nick them? What Nick them? Hey, Nick, I need y'all to I need to holler at y'all. Can y'all put 10 G's on that bid for me?
Yeah.
Nick, bro. Like, come on, Neat.
Yeah.
I know you got a Neat.
Right.
Everybody got a Neat in their family that willing to do some shit for you. No, I don't want.
Damn, man.
From the very beginning, I said this dude is just kind of cuckoo. All right? Like some up in the head, some up in his head ain't clicking right.
Let me ask something,
like I said,
Mike. It's kind of remind me of, you know how a kid get caught in the cookie jar
Mm-hmm.
on his face.
Yeah.
Like,
You asked him how much he betted. He was like, "Oh, I only did about like how many cookies did you eat, Sam? Oh,
Yeah, man,
I only had one, Mama.
I was trying not to get caught.
Yeah, it.
I only had one cookie, Mama.
I
You
only
gotta
did
put
just
me
about
on
amount of gambling, Mom. It wasn't that bad.
Right.
Don't look at my report card. My teachers, you know.
I know it. It's a lot of words you can call it, but I know what to call it. It's called being comfortable. It's called being comfortable with being stupid. That's what it is.
Yeah. I can't argue with you.
Before I go into let's get this 199 from Brian Peoples there. He said he got traded to the team that he bet against. Yeah, but
it's also his home.
Yeah,
it's also his home.
Okay. Yeah, he's like Mike said, he's a wonderful player. Man knows every route on the route tree, can run it, no problem, hands down.
Probably better than anybody in the league.
Right. You know, he's that dude that you want in the red zone. I'm not gonna speak about the middle of the field because we don't do skates and discos around here. But to be real, he's not built for this team. And I know that's going to chap a lot of people's thigh meat, but so be it. He's not built for this team. And I'm not saying skill-wise. He's not built for this culture anymore. Because the way the locker room is right now, the way the team is functioning right now, they're out for each other. And I don't care if anybody has played any recreational sports, you know that chemistry in the locker room or on the field, whatever, dugout, whatever you want to call it, is crucial. And when you have a person, and this is what y'all need to pay attention to, even though we got new people on this team, they weren't new to the league, all of them. So everybody saw what went down when he decided to step off the stage. Everybody. And the one thing you don't do is mess with a man's money. You don't. So if I'm playing on the team and I'm getting paid like you getting paid, and you decide you want to take a mental whatever, copper squat, I don't care what you call it, in the middle of a game, and it's a game that could possibly help me get paid more, bruh, you messing with my money. And you messing with the integrity of the organization. Because now you got players that look at free agency, you got players in the trade that be like, well, dang, why would I want to go to that team? They can't even keep their players from bailing out on them during the season. You see what I'm saying? And Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot and Arthur Blank have worked hard to make sure that this team keeps its reputation and keeps players here that want to play.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you said that.
For years, we've had to deal with players that didn't, that looked at Falcons like, I'll go somewhere else. And the second thing is, when you get them in the locker room, you don't want your players looking over their shoulder like, bro, is this dude gonna come up missing when let's say we don't win this game? This dude gonna come up missing next week? You know what I'm saying? You can be good all you want. You can be a Hall of Famer. But if you're not on the field, it don't matter. If you're not available, it don't matter. The best ability is availability.
That's
and he broke right.
I'm not worried about a play that ain't here.
Right. So now I'm good. I didn't feel no kind of way when I knew they was gonna trade him. I didn't feel no kind of way when they traded him. Because like I said, go to your job. And on the heaviest work day, tell your boss, I just ain't gonna do it.
I mean, you ain't gotta tell the boss. You can do the Negroes right there sitting behind you. They looking at you like, hey, you better pick up something. You about to do something.
Right.
Jump you.
Right.
Like we all got issues here.
Right. I worked in warehouse. Go ahead. And don't show up during the heavy shift and see what happens.
Yeah, bro. Everybody be looking at you crazy.
Because guess what you just did? You just gave everybody around you 2 more hours of extra work.
Well, let me say this though. He can, that's why I say it's about his mindset. When you take something away from somebody that fuck up real bad, take away from them their ability to make a living. The suspension. You hope that teaches them a lesson. You hope that, especially in the position of the athletes, professional athletes, because not only do your family members in your job know what you done fucked up and did and what you being punished for, but the whole world knows now.
Mm-hmm.
So you got people on Twitter coming at them. You got people on the Discord coming at them. Whoever. You got us coming at them. You hope that he got somebody to be like, hey, you know you fucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna do that again, right? You gonna step lively from here on now, right? That's what you hope. So you hope that his mindset is better. So I know you're saying, Juan, he not built for this culture. He could be with the right mindset.
Oh, he would have had his act together.
Yeah, I think redemption. I give people the opportunity to redeem themselves. Hopefully, in Jacksonville, he redeems himself. Hopefully.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. But yeah, like I said, anybody at a certain point can be redeemable. But what I'm looking at right now is, because of where we're at a very pivotal point in the season where you got a lot of guys on here that's fighting for their spot, that's trying to.
Oh yeah.
They're getting to the point where that chemistry and cohesiveness now they're beginning to act as one unit. And when you put somebody in, you put into question now who's going to do what. Because remember, we all have to now allocate certain positions so that all of our good players that have been here can function. You put him in now, you have to now reallocate, well, who's going to do what? Who's going to get cut? And you get the side eye because you do not know from a trust standpoint, is this going to be a solid position? Whereas I know somebody that's been here playing has already earned. And that will throw this Falcons offense completely off. Not saying he's bad. Like I said, he's good at what he does. But for what is being built right now and the hard knocks learning curve we going through as a team, in my opinion, it would set us back. Because like I said, you got people saying, well, okay, he gonna get more touches than I am, then why am I here? Or you got, okay, like I said, is this cat gonna be here? That's going to be the elephant in the room. And that's not a conversation these rookies can have with him. Only the veterans can have with him, because they're the ones that have played beside him enough to be like, bro, what is you doing? And then what kind of tone does that set across the locker room?
Yeah, wilding out in these comments. D. Coleman said, Terry, thought I was feeling you. Think again.
And D. Marlowe, that's just plain and simple. You
started with one game?
Sir, you just
man, they gave I'm away and everything.
You didn't. That's like going to a family reunion barbecue and turning over the whole table of food. You just got to go.
And I know it's just a 7th rounder that they got that from, but I'm surprised they got that.
I said the same thing.
Just saying.
I said the same thing. Damn, man, y'all must be some wizards, but I don't know how the hell you got that.
So
How
he say,
they did that?
Oh, it's Terry.
Terry got that mercy pick. He got that
Terry know how to
mercy pick.
negotiate now. Don't let that
Oh,
shit
fuck
happen.
you. Nah, just playing.
That's why he left. That's why he here. He was doing his best thing over there.
Rick, you last name around it. Take this ball. I say you.
Get him out of here. Get
Please.
him out of
Hey,
here.
Terry coming in. Terry coming in. Hey, let me tell you something. He's not going to be a problem. Put him in the corner. Let him collect us. Give me that 7. Do we have the deal? And then maybe we'll let you get. Maybe we'll let you get 3 first downs in the first quarter. Okay.
I don't know how the hell he, bro. I don't know how he got that, but
Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
Let's see what Tom White said. Speaking of the best ability is available wide receiver Slant Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Chris Godwin, and Julio Jones is retired. These guys are not available on a consistent basis the last 2 years.
Julio especially him.
Oh yeah, it's time to let it go. What is up with all these? I'm trying to block all these. Y'all see these blocks coming in?
I blamed it on Dirk Cutter. I told you.
All these sexy girls coming up in here. 3 girls in your city, y'all. Don't be on that.
Advertising dirty snatch
in the city.
Dirty snatch.
Women on that.
It's just all right.
What's up, Wolf? How you doing, Wolf? Y'all go ahead and follow that channel too.
What up, Wolf?
Video when you come in and salute the panel. Appreciate you.
Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead since we on that. Let's jump into this next topic here about and analyze the trade acquisitions. Mike, I'm gonna let you go first on this one, man. What's your thoughts on this topic right here?
The trade acquisitions. Quite frankly, as far as the I mean, I get tired of no, I don't. I don't get tired of telling people how great I am, how smart I am. I've been telling y'all how long have I been saying that the Falcons are awfully similar to what the Chiefs have been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Then turn around and go get one of their players, the DBs. Just listen. That's all. Just when y'all tune in, Atlanta Falcons Nation, all I'm asking is just listen. Don't be in your feelings. We're not gonna lead you astray. Look. I've been telling you guys, just what the Falcons are doing is exactly what Kansas City's doing. The only difference is they pass a lot and we run a lot. We use the same type of defense. We use the same 3-4 defense. They run the same 3-4 defense. They use a lot of their DBs. We do the exact same thing. You look at the offense, they use a ton of pistol and they throw a lot of short passes out of the pistol. But the difference between them is they got the speed. We don't have the speed just yet. So at the end of the day, I think the Falcons are they're keeping up. And this is where I give Arthur Blank all the credit in this, is that he's doing it. He's keeping up with what the NFL is doing as far as the modern style, what people, what the defense is, the offense is like, the speed, mobile quarterback. He's giving us all of that. And it's just one move with Arthur Smith that nobody wanted. So when you look at the DB, I think that's the best. That's the best move of it all, man. I think that is a quiet move that the Falcons could quite possibly get a starting corner, because I don't know how long Casey Hayward is going to be out, and we're going to need someone next to AJ when he comes back from that from that, especially him being out with the hamstring. We're gonna need someone that we can count on. And I think that's like these dudes just quietly with little to no money, man. They just make it work, man.
Mhm. Mhm. I mentioned this a couple weeks back. I said I got a feeling Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot got something up their sleeve. I said that because normally when we have significant loss on the team or we lose a game in a certain fashion, whatever area becomes a problem, especially deficiency, you can best believe they're working on something. That I believe that game when our players started dropping like flies, Terry was on the phone like, all right, who y'all got? He made some calls. And then when he watched the game and he saw what certain players, when it was next man up, who wasn't stepping up, he like, okay, well, you gonna have to go. We can make room. You gotta go. We gonna make a lot of room. Because one thing they're not going to do is dip into that next year's money. Because trust and believe, and you heard me say it, watch them trenches get bolstered. Watch. If you watch every other team in the league right about now, what are they doing? They're snatching and grabbing every player they can, especially on defense, so that they can make a run for the postseason. Falcons, the only ones sitting back with question marks, and we made this thing. But it was a smart move. It was something we needed. So y'all got to get out of this thing. We're not doing nothing flashy. We're going to do what we need to do when we need to do it. What you got, Ms. Maggie?
I mean, you said it. Y'all said it best. It's like they said before. We're going to do what's best for business at this point. I mean, even I don't care how long you've been on this team, how long you started with this team. If you're not producing, sit it on down. Or you're out of here.
Mom Davis are being good chance.
That's why we've been kind of alternating that state, practice squad. It's anybody's ball game at the end of the day, because what they're showing to us, even though we was like, okay, everybody was talking about it, like, what y'all mean about we're a win now team? Oh, we seeing it now. They making the necessary moves to continue to improve, because one thing about the disadvantage about us, we got a long wait for our bye week. We got injuries coming up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got to stack our team accordingly. So every position is filled in, as much as we can with what we have. But one thing, what we damn have. We got great value right about now, trying to squeeze it together.
And we ain't talking about Walmart.
I'm impressed at what we're working with very, very little. We ain't trying to blow it up right about now. We actually trying to build a contending team eventually.
Right.
And hell, we might actually come up when everybody else CP and everybody come back a little bit more healthier. And we kind of got, everybody together at that point. By then, that chemistry is just solid. A1. We know how to run defense, offense, special teams. All it takes is just everybody to be healthy enough. Like right now, off of what we got, we're doing hella decent.
I mean, let's be real. The only person who ain't doing that damn job is damn Frank Dobbs. He ain't doing nothing but being a damn cheerleader. He the only motherfucker ain't pulling his weight around here. I don't know why.
Every team need a bench cheerleader. Every team need that bench cheerleader.
Blackberry, what's your take on this, man? Because I know I see them gears turning, bro. What's your take on it?
Well, I knew that this front office was gonna make a move. I knew it back in the offseason. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Arthur Smith said we're not gonna shy away from getting talent. We're not worried about money. We're not worried about none of that. We're not gonna shy away from acquiring assets for this team. Now, And I want somebody to pick. I don't know if this already been explained yet, and somebody may have explained it, but we don't know how in the hell they got a 7th-round pick for Dean Marlowe for 2020 or 2023 7th-round pick. Guess what they used that pick for? Fenton. They used that pick to go get a better corner. So this guy Terry Fontenot, man. Listen, first of all,
that man playing poker, got his cards out there. Okay,
that's not checkers. I keep telling y'all.
Terry Fontenot is a sly individual. Okay, this a slick guy. My soon to be wife's maiden name is Fontenot. And her family are some slick people, okay? if your last name Fontenot, you related in some kind of way, because that ain't no
common name.
Average name, common name. It's Creole, but it still ain't common. This dude is slick, man. He literally got rid of a guy for a 7th-round pick that ain't gonna. Dean Marlowe is who he is. He done hit his ceiling. He ain't gonna get no better. He ain't gonna get no better. And they got a 7th-round pick for 2023 for that guy. They turn right around and use that same 2023 7th-round pick to go get a better corner who's a starter in this league, who can be a starter in this league. That take gumption, okay?
But before you get finished, for the people in the back that don't understand what the deacon is saying, he pretty much said Terry Fontenot took Bisquick and grits and made a whole rib dinner out of it.
He made chicken and waffles. He made chicken and waffles with a side of grits. That's what he made. Okay? So I like Fenton, man, because
that shit sounds good here right now, boy.
It shows here, dude. I'm thinking about Gladys Knight right now. But this dude, Terry Fontenot, man, he's very good at his job. It is no mistake that the New Orleans Swamp Ants was able to maintain a roster for that long. People not paying that no attention. Look at how many players that they attained for so long to stay relevant in the NFC.
Yep.
It was because of him. He was able to maintain. He was able to put 1-year and 2-year contracts together. He was able to trade away assets to gain better assets here and there. There were no real big, changes to their roster during the time that he was there. He maintained a lot of talent there that wanted money. That these guys still want to get paid. But he was able to maintain those contracts to where those guys still got their money, even if it wasn't everything they wanted. And he was still able to acquire assets along the way. And what is he doing now? It's the evaluation of talent. And this is something that a lot of people who claim to be professionals did a piss-poor job doing with the Falcons. They did not properly evaluate the talent that the team was bringing to fit the schemes that the coaches wanted to run. All they saw was no more Matt Ryan, write them off. They gonna be bad for the next 4-5 years. But when you properly evaluate the talent that you're scouting to fit the system that you're putting in place on defense and on offense and even on special teams, because Pinion is a hell of a damn punter. He might be the best punter in the league. Okay? So it's about the evaluation of talent. And when you got trade deadlines coming up and the way I just saw a report on Fan Nation. Well, they're saying that the Falcons are responsible for the chaos in the last hour of the trade deadline because we did everything we did at the trade deadline, other than the Calvin Ridley trade, was right at the last minute. It was like, it's like Terry got a gun to their head, like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
We need to come to some kind of agreement before this gets messy.
So you do not have to have big names in order to properly evaluate talent. The Detroit Pistons team with Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace and Rip Hamilton and Chauncey Billups, nobody's seen that team coming.
No.
But they did a hell of a job evaluating those guys before everybody else. Nobody expected them to be that good when they were. And they actually had a chance to repeat. So I look at Terry Fontenot, I look at Arthur Smith, I look at Dean Pease, and when I see the talent that they bring in, even if I don't know these players when they acquired them, I go back and I do my homework. And when I see film on them, when I see reports on them, I see what they're good at. It's that's exactly the kind of player Dean Pease wants. That's exactly the kind of player Arthur Smith wants.
Yeah.
So that's what people got to do a better job of before they go to just going saying stupid shit. Go ahead, man.
I want to get into Josh Gillum's comment, because it kind of makes to your point there. No, he hasn't been signed yet, from what I know. Marlon Davidson. So it's like we are getting rid of people that, nobody wants at this point.
We got rid of people that coaches said, hey, my auntie, cousin, little cousin, brother, child say he can play football. Let's sign him to the team.
You need a little fill in for you. Come on. You need a little help out. Pick me up for the next couple of games.
That's all they did. It's all about hearsay. It's all about hearsay. That's what Falcons would get in. They was worried about their connections to their friends at this school and that school. They said, hey, this guy's a beast right here. And they didn't do their homework thoroughly. And that's the problem. You keep worried about what people see and what you see instead of what everybody is telling you, instead of actually looking for yourself and evaluating the talent properly and understand if that person really fits in the scheme. That's what you get.
But you know what's going over everybody's head, and people don't pay no attention to this, and we've been saying it in plain English, but it's funny. Nobody comes to a construction site to see them pour the foundation. That is the most boring, disrespectful part of any build. Falcons are building a foundation. Nobody. Everybody come when the building's done and there's lights and there's glass and it look cute and you can go up floors on elevators oversee the city. Yeah, that's cute, but nobody shows up when it's time to build the foundation. And once you build it, you don't see it anymore. You just know it's there because the building didn't fall over. That's what's happening. This is not the pretty part of the team. This is not the flashy part. This is the foundation. This is why we talk about the growing pains. This is why we talk about trust the process. This is why we say pick your poison. Because this part right here is going to make.
I don't think you realize what you said. You know how them Instagram models, when they put on them title thing, you don't see all the rolls. You don't see all the rolls when it's on. But when you take that motherfucker out, you see rolls and breast come here and the jelly roll from this part. Like
that's come out.
You're good.
Right.
You don't hear
in the picture stuck in there like this.
No. You like that. You don't hear the exhale when they pop that waist train off.
Oh yeah. When I get home, the bra comes off. Absolutely.
I'm talking about cheeks knocking over stuff on the nightstand and covers falling on them. You don't hear that. You don't hear none of that. But this is what we keep telling y'all. We have a foundation We have a foundation that doesn't look appealing to anybody. But that foundation is going to make us look good in 2023 and 2024. And this is where you get that. This is where you get teams that one year you look at them like, oh, they weren't even on your radar. Next year, they like, dang, they making a run for the Super Bowl. Where did they come from? They was always in your face. You just didn't want to see them pour concrete. Plain and simple. You didn't want to. You didn't want to stick around for them to pour concrete. And the ones pouring the concrete are the ones like, okay, we know what our team can do. That's why you're upset about us winning the way we win it. It ain't cute. It's like watching paint dry. How dare they win games? We said they suck. They're supposed to meet our expectations. They're supposed to suck and be 2-15. And I'm telling you something.
Now one roll.
Right.
Ain't no one little roll.
Right.
A lot of extra.
Ain't no wrong with a couple of. I like a little roll.
You know, how dare you be flexible and fluffy at the same time?
Hey, now that's a skill.
That's a dynamic.
I'm
That's
just
a skill.
so yeah, it's something, man. Like I said, we know because what we were doing for a lot of years was we was buying the glass for the building without a foundation. So we were just stacking glass that couldn't nobody look through.
Mm-hmm.
So, but before we get to this next topic, man, we got 120 of y'all in here. Let's go ahead and get these likes up. We're gonna take where we at right now.
We are. I don't even know. I ain't even looked. I ain't logged on. Y'all. I'm not used to being on no show. I had to get myself together just to be out. I wasn't even prepared. I'm the background person. I don't probably be doing the work.
Oh God!
Y'all done made Maggie find no take off her fuzzy slippers.
You know,
I be getting up. I went to go vote today.
The fuzzy slippers, the kind that go across the carpet. They be like.
Public service announcement. Make sure y'all vote early, so y'all won't be in them lines with your bad backs on Tuesday.
Hey, trying to tell you, I already did mine.
I went on and did mine today. I got in and out in all of 10 minutes.
Look, we do not need mush mouth in Congress. Open the give it the cable dip it the oppa dibby doob it the tube it you but that.
Man, look.
What'd you say, sir? What legislation? Bibby dibby adding booby dish boo. Have a seat, sir. We'll get to you later.
That man. I just hate to even say it. It's to the point where it's just like you can't even laugh at him at this point. It's just that bad, bro. Like you ever met somebody that you know that's a little off? He's so off that it ain't even funny no more. Like that doesn't. You can't even laugh at him.
Oh, we're gonna open up the chat for the last couple of minutes of the show, y'all. We're gonna let y'all come in and say your piece at the end. Yeah, but we ain't gonna let you have the whole show now. No, we might let y'all get in y'all keys to victory. Maybe we can get
I don't need nobody jumping me.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and get to this one right here so we can. This can be a quick one. Let's hit this next topic right here. We said players back from IR. Blackberry, go ahead and take this one, man.
All right. Today, let me get to my screen here.
Yeah, I was trying to look myself because
So today, of course, Elijah Wilkinson, Arthur Smith said it's been an off and on issue he's been having with his knee. So he missed practice today, as well as AJ Terrell, of course, with the hamstring, which is expected.
Yeah.
Jalen Hawkins remained a full participant after the concussion protocol. That's not to say he's still going to play, but he was a full participant again today. And it's gonna be, if he does play, I do want to see, I'm gonna be paying close attention to him when he's playing, just to see his reaction times and everything, how he's responding to what's going on around him. Because of course we want to take concussion protocols seriously as much as possible. But of course, Cordarrelle Patterson is back from IR. Um, they haven't said whether or not he's expected to play. I don't think, but he probably will play. I mean, it's a week removed from the allotted time that they have to give on injury reserve. So I mean, we getting back some key pieces. If Jalen Hawkins come back, he's a key piece. Like I said, this safety unit has played great up until the Bengals game. But with those injuries, of course, you're going to see a little fallback on production when you got second unit and third unit guys in there having to fill in those gaps. But Jalen Hawkins and Richard Grant, they have been playing great this year. So hopefully Jalen Hawkins can come back and be back at full clip, as well as Cordarrelle Patterson, who we know is very dynamic. He was top 3 in the league in rushing before the injury, and we've maintained a top 5 rushing offense since then without him. So you can just imagine that the running game should be even better with now him being added with the skills that he provides to the offense. So we got some key pieces coming back, y'all. We gonna be all right. We just won a game with third unit corners and second unit safeties. Okay, Dean Marlowe was one of them.
Until he wasn't.
I'm looking at it like this. We're playing it very smart right about now. Because once everybody come on back, that's probably the toughest part of the schedule.
And here's what people aren't really paying attention to. Because don't think they just gonna dump CP back in there. He just gonna take over running the ball like that.
No, they're gonna be a little bit more intelligent about that one. And they ain't gonna just throw him out there and he be the target every damn time.
Because what you gotta understand, what are we trying to develop slowly? We're trying to develop a competent passing game. We're tweaking the running game. We're trying to develop a competent passing game. And because CP can catch the ball, be very mindful, because Algier and Huntley, oh yeah, them boys, those are the running backs. Make no mistake. They're going to use Patterson to get other people open. And periodically, he's going to get the ball. So do not be surprised if that they're going to try to implement that to kind of open up, some passes here and there. Because just because we're a run-first offense does not mean we're going to negate the passing game. That would be foolish. But Arthur Smith is going to scheme this up to where it makes it difficult for defenses to now try to zone in on certain players. Because, like you said, we already know Kyle Pitts is a given.
We do got a short game. We got a short week because of the Thursday game. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You know what? I like the short weeks like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's gonna let you know a whole lot about your team's ability to, it's gonna let you know about this, about their endurance, their stamina, and how they've prepared for that week, knowing that they got a short week. It's gonna let you know a whole lot about your team, how much heart they got. Because to say that these guys are gonna still have fresh legs, I mean, come on, y'all. It's football on a professional level. Yep. Their legs are not gonna be 100% up under them on Thursday night. So you hope that they are as close to 100% going into Thursday night as much as possible.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Mike?
I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I'm up here reading that dumbass tweet by Kanye. What was the question?
Thought he was gonna say he was looking at Instagram.
Coming back from Instagram.
Talk about the players back from IR.
I like slim booties. I want the slim booties. The big booties too much for me at this time. I need the slim booties.
It's winter time now. It's winter time.
It's winter time, bro. I need my back. I need my back. I need my back, but I need my back.
You know, we got covers and weighted blankets. Come on, man. Shoot, you're gonna be nice and toasted.
Listening to Teddy P. Listening to Teddy P. Come on and go with me. Come on,
we know how to feed you, make you warm and
turn off the lights.
Oh, get a blanket.
And
let's get cozy.
You're discriminating against.
No, man.
Tonight, I'm gonna make sweet love to you.
Oh my goodness. Hey man. Y'all can't be aiding me on. Y'all supposed to be trying to help me.
You know what? What we got next then?
I'm like no, man. As far as the injuries concerned, like I'm not too much, concerned with the injuries. But like Black was saying, obviously we're gonna get. The thing is, I think, and I talked about this years ago, and I'm trying to tell y'all I'm a prophet without actually telling y'all I'm a prophet. But I told y'all years ago that the Falcons were going to go to a much more affordable style of running a team, which the Steelers, the Ravens, now the 49ers, they all use this formula where they run the ball and they just play defense. It's much more affordable than trying to build an offense, and that's where the Falcons went wrong. We started spending more money on wide receivers, offensive linemen, and if you know anything about those positions, those are the prime positions in the NFL. It's going to pay a lot of money. So when you go to running the damn ball, nobody gives a damn about running the damn ball. So you can stack a defense, you can stack an offensive line and have no problem. Like you have no problem, bringing in someone else to fit in. And we obviously see that with the running back core that we have with Caleb, Tyler Algier. Nobody, including myself, would have never thought that CP would be as good as he is in this system. So it's affordable style of play for the Atlanta Falcons, it was all designed by Rich McKay. And this is the same formula that he used when he was in Tampa. The same formula. We're just going to build a defense. We're going to build the defensive line. We're going to stack as many guys that we possibly can, but we're going to run the freaking ball, what they did with Mike Allstott and Warrick Dunn. It's the same formula. So at the end of the day, man, like I said, I'm not concerned. We're definitely gonna look. We're gonna get our players, and like I said, it's only a matter of time when things start looking well. So I'm not concerned about how the future is looking for the Falcons. I know a lot of people like, oh, we got rid of Calvin Ridley, we got rid of Matt Ryan, and Julio, but you can get more players, with this formula.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about evaluating that talent, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about. The system that your coaches have and them evaluating the talent to get in there. You don't have to have LeBron James. You don't have to have Kevin Durant.
For one thing, LeBron James want all the money.
Right. That's the thing.
Well, they like I said, the expectation. That's it's just like with the quarterback. The expectation is the quarterback is not designed to carry the team. It's designed for the team to play as a unit. Your quarterback should lead the team, not carry the team. if you're carrying the team, that means you're deficient in the area.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's why people look at, you know, stars like LeBron James and all, and like, yeah, and in a lot of games and on a lot of teams, he's carried because why everybody else, you got to understand, everybody else, and then it's him. So when he's playing, everybody else sitting back like, well, you got it, bro. Go ahead and win it for us.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to, and then when it's time for them to step up, they look like they lost. So nah, you want a team. But before we get to the keys of victory, let's go ahead and pay these bills right quick. Blackberry, Deacon, go ahead and drop the benediction on the Manscaped.
So a lot of you fellas that like to walk around with your strings hanging out your drawers, and every time you walk past somebody, it smell a little rotten, a little rotund. Well, I know it's somebody done told you, you stink.
You stink.
But we have a solution. Go to Manscaped. Get 20% off Manscaped plus free shipping when you use the promo code AFN. Do yourself a favor and go water your britches. Okay?
Britches.
Do yourself a favor. Go use that code AFN. Go right now. Go use it now. Open up a new screen on your laptop, computer, whatever device you're using, and go to manscaped.com and get that free shipping and get that 20% off with the code AFN. Do it
now.
Absolutely. Y'all see these products on the screen. Anti-chafing for all y'all big old men's. You know, put that on there so you smell a little.
Some of y'all need to get in them creases. Some of y'all need to get up in them creases, okay? Get up in them creases.
Mm-hmm. That's a little, you know, there you go. Crop reviver, special ingredients, complement all manscaping, including trimming. So spray that on a little bit. It's a ball toner.
Can't be beat. Smelling sweet.
You know, you're not safe, you're smelling fresh, and you got your tight drawers on, and you know, your lady might just love them. You know, I'm just saying.
You're gonna smell good, you're gonna feel good.
I swear Manscaped is taking over the YouTube network.
I'm gonna tell you.
But let us know you're getting them Manscaped kits. And look, it's Christmas time. Go ahead and get them now. Telling you, use that code and get that free shipping. You cannot beat it.
Hey, it's a spot for your balls. I promise you it is.
Oh, look, we got a proud owner of Manscaped.
See, it'll change the way. Look, it'll change the way you cuddle in them blankets.
Mm-hmm. If she's snatching the blankets off you in the middle of the night, it ain't because you're cold. It's because you stink.
Damn tart. If you want to get the part, make sure them ain't tart.
We up on time, y'all. What y'all want to do? Last couple of minutes, we're gonna bring the keys to victory out and get a couple of guests on this for a couple of minutes. 5 minutes though. 5-minute talk time. We ain't gonna be on here trying to hang out with the AFN crew.
All right. So you want to do the keys now, or you want to just open it up to the floor?
Let's go ahead and open it up to the floor. Since we got a little bit of show after this, don't you want? Blackberry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Save a little of that for the next show, y'all. Make sure y'all follow right on after this to AFN and Blackberry Lorex as well. He'll give you a little intro after the point at the end of the day, but you know we got another show for you right behind this. So let's get right into
that's Blackberry, no C, just the K.
Just the K. You know, you and Knight Rider with the I and what the Y. You know, I'm like,
all Y's, no I, baby. Knight Rider, that's my guy.
All Y's, no I's.
So,
we promote literacy around these parts.
We'll save the keys to victory for the next show, you know, because we're going to come on Sunday anyway and do the same thing anyway. So let's open it up to some Q&As. Talk your piece about where the Falcons are midpoint at this point. Did you expect them to be where they at? I'm going to put this in the chat real quick. There we go. Link in the chat. Please be respectful. You ain't got to come on camera. But if your audio is messy, I'm kicking you off. Just let you know. So you better be paying for them internet. We don't need no McDonald's connection. We need real connection.
The McDonald's connection. God damn.
Some folks at work and everything else. You know your connection bad on the regular. Why you on here trying to get on the stream?
Maggie Fontenot got them pink slips. Just saying.
So click on that link, join us, and let us know how you feel. But as far as where we going, keys to victory. Keep doing what we've been doing at this point.
Hey.
And I mean, every game I'm seeing improvement. That's all I'm happy about. Defense stepping up. We got is in question what's going to happen with CP. But at this point, is any given Sunday, you don't know what to expect because look, it almost wasn't a win. Maggie, of course. Bro. What? Oh Lord!
Come on now.
No look gas station Wi-Fi.
Come on now. Come on in.
Get him in here. What's
Go
up
on.
with you?
Look. Well, you know what? Yeah, I think it's your headset, maybe. Okay. No, I think it's sound kind of muffled. So it
it's Derek Carter. He did it.
You sounded like V for Vendetta.
Yeah, take your Bluetooth off, maybe. Sometimes them Bluetooth be. Okay.
All right.
Come on back.
Derek, you gotta stop messing up people's voices. Now this is not iRobot. Cut it out.
Who next? I got a couple of more minutes for the show. What y'all think? Let me go ahead with these quick keys to victory then. What you think, Blackberry, while we waiting on some folks?
Win the turnover battle. Don't turn the ball over. It's almost like almost every week, outside of maybe that Bengals game.
Is that better?
That's much better.
That's much better. Go ahead with it, Wolf.
Okay.
Ahead, Wolf.
Okay. First of all, salute to everybody on the panel. I'm just going to take about 2 minutes of everybody's time because I love good feel stories. I love feel good stories. I'm a sucker for good feel stories. Go back to a year ago or go back to 2 years ago or whenever it is when the Falcons on their they said it's a new regime.
Mm-hmm.
Unselfishness, accountability.
Keyword there.
Right. Unselfish. I'm sorry, but I'm on my phone. But unselfishness and accountability. Right. I go back to that. And guess what? It's a slow thing. To build a Super Bowl team, it takes evaluation. It takes a lot of things. Now, listen, I get excited on my videos because I love week to week the play. I'm not worried about what we're doing in 2023, 2024. I ask a question,
man,
but I don't worry about it because I'm gonna tell you something real fast. Everybody in the chat, y'all better like this video because this is the one and only. Champagne will flow in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, but
You heard it here first.
Champagne will flow in Atlanta. I don't know if it's going to flow. I don't know what type of champagne it might be. 50 Cent might have the hottest champagne. Puffy might have the hottest.
It might be Bud Light.
It might be Bud Light. But the Wolf will be in Atlanta trying to get on the float and probably get arrested in Atlanta.
No, we got a friend by the name of Dre.
Okay.
We win the Super Bowl.
Hey, Wolf, we got your bail money. Don't worry.
Listen, I'm just saying that it's just unselfishness and holding our best players accountable. And I think that, guess what? Terry Fontenot, and Arthur Smith on the right path. The problem is, instead of criticizing the team all the time, why don't you criticize yourself as a fan?
Ooh. Oh.
Why take a look in the mirror and criticize yourself? And why don't you try to be a better fan? Everybody needs to look in the mirror and check themselves at one point. So there you go. There's the wolf. I ain't gonna take too much time. All I'm gonna say is we need Friday Night Madness back for therapy purposes. That's what we need. Okay.
I second it.
We need Friday Night Madness for therapy purposes because I'm gonna go crazy on these fake Falcons fans. It's
I know y'all been missing it. Y'all been missing it.
I'm signing the prescription right now.
But listen, I love all of y'all. Keep doing your thing. Falcon fans, be patient. Just be patient because champagne will flow. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Absolutely.
And remember, get your life up. Don't worry about getting your likes up. It's your boy Wolf all day. You already know. I love y'all though.
We big fans.
All of y'all.
Big fans of you, man.
I love all of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to tell you, I might clothesline. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Dimitrov, because he fixing the follows for Thomas Dimitrov that he made all these years. That's what I'm saying. And if I see Julio Jones, I'm telling you, we're going to square up and fight the one.
He's going to be on crutches, Julio Jones, you know, so you might just knock him over one of his crutches over.
Vic Beasley, I'm fighting everybody. I don't care what's going on. I don't care.
Royal Rumble.
All of y'all, man.
Is on site.
Oh, man. I love it, man.
Get into some Brian Peoples, and then we're going to Alex and 58, and that's it after that, because we got to rise up out of him. So, Brian Peoples, you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Can y'all hear me?
What up, man?
Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, I'm just be quick with mine because I'm at work right now.
Okay.
But the 2-15 crowd. Can we at least wait till the season ends until we even think about a mock draft? Like, I'm getting so tired of looking at all these bad drafts. Like, we should get this and we should get that. Like, we are in first place. Like, who knows if we even going to get it? Who knows if we're going to draft in the first place?
Don't say it. It'd be too early. They be so ready to get rid of this and get rid of that when somebody ain't performing like they want them to perform. I got you. It's too early.
Yeah. And last thing I want to drop. By the way, please get the man today. To keep her happy, get rid of the man.
Get rid of that.
But I ain't gonna take up too much time, man. We get back to work and everything. Y'all be good.
Appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. That's right. Make your dollars, buddy. Make your dollars. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Y'all hold it down.
All right. Got people checking in at work. All right, Alex, it's been a minute. Let's
Working
go ahead.
at dry cleaners on a Thursday night.
Alex, how you doing, sir?
What up, man?
I'm doing good.
Peace, sir.
I want to actually give props to what I think I noticed. Again, I'm not going to claim to be a genius because I'm not. But I think that Arthur Smith's play calling, especially in getting like Kyle Pitts more involved, was noticeable. And I know that this is like, well, if Kyle Pitts is doing good, then, the Falcons are doing good. I just think that our passing game hasn't been bad, but it could also be improved. And I think part of that goes also with getting Kyle Pitts more involved. For example, we have a tight end who's 6'6", runs a 4.4, and he's also pretty big versus corners. Why are we not using him on these short little slant routes, maybe for 10 yards versus off coverage, right? That's high percentage. You can just box out and get an easy catch. Best case scenario, he probably catches it and runs for a ton of yardage. And that's something that I see that I saw him do versus that's something that I saw Arthur Smith implement versus the Panthers game. Actually twice, and we got 2 first downs off of it just to move the chains. And I think that Arthur Smith has been reflecting, him and Dave Ragone, they've been reflecting on how to make this offense a lot better and just improve and keep on inventing. And that's something that I wanted to point out. Like, that's something that a lot of teams. This is the midseason mark. That's something that like make or breaks teams, whether they improve and adjust and fix their inconsistencies, and that's something that is a positive improvement.
All right, Alex. Yeah, I agree. I think, they're still analyzing this team week by week to see who fits here and there. And I agree. I feel like we're going to see a little bit more Kyle Pitts, a lot more. I can feel that. I like that touchdown he got. But he got to work on that dance, though. I don't know what that was. He just gave up.
That was the stanky bird. We have already coined. That's the stanky bird.
I'll be honest. I kind of like the dance.
I just saw the hands flap. I was like, I thought we were doing another dirty bird.
No, it's like it's a dance that a lot of people my age are doing for some weird reason, but it's kind of catchy. It's kind of catchy.
Makes sense. Okay, you got to come on camera and show us that dance then.
Well, Alex, what you're gonna notice is, especially with Kyle Pitts is what you call almost like, I wouldn't say the face of the franchise, so to speak, but he kind of is. So the expectation is for Kyle to get the ball. So a lot of defensive coordinators scheme to try to shut that avenue down and try to take that away from us. I know Mike spoke briefly about it on all the shows as how, teams scheme to take him away from us as a weapon. So in these games, what you'll notice is Arthur Smith is going to basically highlight other players to make them noticeable. Like if you notice, when they started targeting Kyle Pitts a lot, he started going towards Drake London. And once they put the highlight on Drake London, you notice he would switch back and forth, or he'll go to like OZ. What he's trying to do is make sure that the offense is balanced to where at any given moment, any one of our weapons needs to be focused on, not just Kyle Pitts. And because of the media and the fandom and everything, that's the expectation is, hey, he needs to get more balls. But you see, when Arthur schemes it up properly, Kyle can get it. But he has to set it up to where other receivers, tight ends, and running backs get it. Because you want this complete offense to be a threat, not just one or two pieces. So that's why we tell people you got to be patient. Kyle Pitts is going to get his touchdowns. He's going to get his catches, but it has to be schemed right, because right now teams are basically targeting certain players.
Well, let me ask y'all this question. There's a certain guy who we traded to Tennessee. Where is he right now?
Probably on a boat in a swamp fishing in Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I said that, we fed him every game. We made sure that we got him the ball every game without question. They didn't give a damn if he was triple team, double team, quadruple team. Look, the cheerleaders laying on top of him. We made sure he got that damn ball. Where the hell he at now? Talking about what he did good yesterday. So the moral of the story is, any coach can give any player the ball, but can the coach make everybody else better?
Yeah, I think it's fine to want to see Kyle Pitts get the ball more, y'all. But the game plan has to go as planned.
Yeah.
And the game plan on offense ain't failed us. It ain't failed us. So why?
The game plan.
Right. So if you, I'm with Mike on one thing. I think if Drake London open up the passing game with Drake London more, that's gonna open up everybody else, including Kyle Pitts.
Definitely.
But
They don't want to see that.
Any last minute thoughts? We're gonna move to 58. Then that's the last guest of the night because we got to move it on, wrap it up soon for the next show.
Damn, it is Thursday.
All right, I'll make mine brief. Thank you, Ms. Maggie, for having me on. I'll just say I agree. I think before the Panthers game, my main issue was that like Kyle Pitts was mainly being used on check downs, on play action and stuff like that. Just kind of like being used as that like security blanket. And I just think that wasn't the best way to utilize our team. Like, I think that like more recently, the Bengals game, the Panthers game, Demir Bird has kind of been the beneficiary recently of Kyle Pitts. We've been running a lot of, what's it called? Corner post routes.
What you just said right there. Think about what you just said. It has to naturally flow with the game plan. So if the game plan is to take advantage of the wide receivers, then we're going to focus on the tight ends, getting the tight ends the ball, so we are getting the wide receivers the ball, so we can eventually get the big play to a Kyle Pitts. So it has to flow naturally, not just all right. We're gonna wake up today and say, all right, we got to get Kyle Pitts the ball. So it has to flow in the natural. Because the last thing you want to do is, all right, we know we can run the ball down, let's just say the Panthers' throat. We know we can run down. Why are we just focusing on getting Kyle Pitts the ball if we know that we can naturally run the damn ball down anybody's throat? So it has to flow naturally with the game plan so everybody else. So you're not wrong, but I think the biggest picture when we talk about how a coach thinks, he's not thinking about just Kyle Pitts. Because if he is, he's not going to be a coach very long. He's not going to be. If he's thinking about, I need to get the ball to Ms. Maggie. I need to make sure Ms. Maggie or her lip gloss popping and everybody sitting up here with torn T-shirts and, they stinking on and all that. Look, come on, bro. Everybody lip gloss got to be popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got to be popping.
Oh, talk about my lip gloss.
Look at the lip.
Kiss.
It would look kind of crazy. It would look kind of crazy. All of us got the Pookie face and we look like we've been kissing a box of Bisquick and she's shining.
All right,
go 58 up in here. Come on, 58.
I appreciate it.
All right, man.
58, what's up?
What's up, everybody?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, Ms. Maggie T, looking up
What's that?
in the chat real quick. That one's for you. And Mad Mike, I wanted to tell you that I didn't
come on here trying to spit game, man, and Ms. Maggie, man.
Ain't she married? I wasn't trying to spit game.
Man, come on, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just sip some Kool-Aid.
Get me in trouble. But anyway, Mad Mike, I wanted to tell you that Terry Fontenot is a low-key mafia man. Because
I believe
it. You'll hit him.
He pretty much finessed the AFC South. He couldn't get the deal done with Deshaun Watson with the Texans, so he let them suffer. Now they sitting at 1-5-1.
Oh man, don't open up that can of worms.
And keep in mind, I live in Indianapolis, and now that Matt Ryan is benched, everybody is looking so dumbfounded at me because all through offseason, hey, 58, you going to be a Colts fan now that Matt Ryan's here? Hell no. I'm a Falcons fan. And now Terry Fontenot finessed the Jags, picking up Calvin Ridley, and he's going to be useless to them for this season because he's still suspended.
Well, you open up some wounds up in here, man.
Boy, I mean, ugh.
So that's all I got to say about that. I just wanted to share with you on that one, man, Mike.
All right, I appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for my flowers. Appreciate it. So special on this panel. Next time Ms. Maggie T making appearance, I get all the love.
Mike, he hit him with a laser scalpel, boy. That was surgical.
Man, what we talking about, man?
Appreciate you.
Oh, man.
But it's about that time, y'all, to wrap it on up, though, because we got another little show coming up right after this. So I'm gonna let us let Blackberry get the last word since he want to introduce his new material. But let's get to the closing of the show. Last minute thoughts. Who want to start it off?
Y'all go ahead. I gotta handle some.
Go ahead, Ms. Maggie. You go ahead and start it off.
All right. Well, everybody, look. Maggie T, if you see me, follow me on social media, Instagram me, Twitter, email. I've been saying this over and over again. If you want to be a part of this panel, now we got some Hawks conversation going on starting tomorrow. We would love to have you, but don't waste my time. I'm going to say that. I don't have a lot of people. Oh, I'm ready. I inbox you, I message you back, you ain't responding, and I put you in the group and get you ready to go, and you ain't ready. Now, I need people that's ready to go. I mean, I'm not saying every week, but let me know. I can do it this week. I'm good. We just want to bring more content to everybody. Well, I know y'all sick of hearing us talk about the Falcons. We want to talk about the Hawks, Braves, little Georgia Bulldogs, Atlanta Dream. So if you are a Atlanta fan of all trades, come on over to Ms. Maggie's channel because I'm the star. All right. So follow Ms. Maggie T. Don't worry about Mad Mike over there. I'm the greatest. I run this operation. I'm just letting y'all know. But not seriously. I appreciate everybody on this panel though, for real, because look, I be getting off work, hair all over the place. I don't be studying nothing. They come on every week faithfully. And I appreciate everybody that tune in to us each and every week. It's the reason why we do this thing. So please get us some likes, share out this content. We need to be at 1,000 strong every show. That's what we need to be. So y'all need to tell everybody about AFN, Matt Mike Sports, Blackberry, Larex, and the therapists and more. So that's all I got for y'all. Follow me if you want to be a part of this channel. Let me know you're interested.
Woo!
Hey. Well, look, it has been a very enjoyable, special Dirty Birds Thursdays, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. And hey, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about us and everything. Like Mike say, hey, come chat Falcons football with us and everything. But make sure you go check out my brother's show coming up right after this. You know what I'm saying? Blackberry Deacon, he's going to give you a lot of information, GSN. And like Ms. Maggie said, hey, you guys want to come on, make sure you hit her up. We are trying to change the culture about our Georgia sports. You know what I'm saying? We want the facts, the stats, and the truth, and that's what we're about here at AFN, Mad Mike Sports, GSN, So, look, I'm the therapist, man. You guys can catch me on Twitter at Falcons Therapist. Holla out. I'll shout back to you, or you can catch me on TikTok and IG at Elegance Wellness Massage, where you get your health and wellness. But I'm going to turn it over to my brother, Blackberry, so you can kind of fill him in on what's coming next, bro.
The conversation ain't over, y'all. We about to start it. About another 5 minutes. Y'all go over to my channel. You can stay right here on AFN, however you want to do it. All I say is go subscribe to these channels. If you're not subscribed to Maggie, if you're not subscribed to Mad Mike Sports, or Warren, you got your YouTube?
I'm working on it. I got to get on it.
You got he's gonna be doing them Falcons massage.
Yeah.
I gotta put an over 18 sign on my coach. Coach already gave me the work.
I hope you ain't massaging nobody. That look good. Don't. But
it's real.
Hey, so the conversation not over. If y'all still want to talk about it, we're gonna talk about it a whole lot more at 8:05. Okay, We got Falcon talk, we got Hawks talk, we got Dogs talk, baby. So y'all come on over, y'all keep it tuned in, however you want to do it. We getting down to the nitty gritty to some of this stuff, and because we got to address the masses when it comes to the hypocrisy in the bull. Hold on, let me say this the way I want to say it. The bullshit that come out of a lot of y'all mouths about these Hawks and about these Falcons. So let's get to it.
All right. And like I said, we have the mad scientist here, Mad Mike Sports, man. Hey, give us your final thoughts, man. Tell them where they can, y'all can find Mad Mike Sports. It's self-explanatory. If y'all been living under a rock, go ahead and subscribe to him. Let them know what it is, Mike.
Y'all ain't shit, so head over to Black Blue Rest and subscribe to his channel because y'all ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. All y'all ain't worth a damn, right? So go ahead over to Black Blue Rich, man, and subscribe to his channel. Let's get him on that path to 1K. That's really what I want you guys to do. Like I said, for myself, Jew, K-Styles, we are already at that plateau, so we're trying to spread the wealth, spread the just spread our gift. We got a gift to be able to speak kindly, however the hell I feel like it. Anytime I feel like it. All right, so we want to spread that wealth, we want to spread that gift. So head over to his channel and show him some love.
And I don't watch. I'm working on watching my mouth, but I like Mike said earlier. I
ain't working on. I tried, goddamn. This shit just not gonna work. It just look. I tried to not cuss, and I end up crazier than what I was before. So it is what it is. Ms Maggie been trying ever since I know Maggie. She been trying to get me to stop because it worked a little bit. It worked sometimes.
Hey, Mike, they just might as well accept it. This is what you call an organized Arkham Asylum.
Man. We appreciate you again, Alex, for joining the panel.
Yes,
it's about that time, Alex. Last minute.
Go ahead.
We're not gonna follow you. What you been doing? What's going on with you?
Well, first off, thank y'all for letting me say what I have to say. At the moment, I'm not really doing too much. I mean, I have my YouTube channel. Check me out. Scout is out. SIO. I haven't really been posting too much, but if you guys want to see some videos, I will get on the grind. But that's pretty much it for me.
You built.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, look, man. Hey, look. Hey. Thank you guys for tuning in to Dirty Bird Thursdays. Make sure you guys head on over to Blackberry's channel so the Deacon can fill you in on all of the sports and get some of that stuff off his chest. But hey, from us AFN and Dirty Bird Thursdays, thanks for spending time with the home team. We out.
We're gonna be right back at it. 8:05.
Right back at it.
All right.